Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth for the weekly update. So a few things. First of all, Paper Mario should continue as normal this week. Last week the schedule was a little bit off, but I still got 3 episodes out. As you recall, it was the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, so that took up a good chunk of the week, but I managed to get Paper Mario on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I didn't get a Harvest Moon out just because it wasn't going to work out, but we'll try for this week. This week is the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. It's the end of the Jewish high holidays. Next week is more stuff, but this is the end of the Jewish high holidays. That's going to be Tuesday night into Wednesday night. So like a period of 25 hours, Tuesday night to Wednesday night. So there are not going to be any streams this week, unfortunately. I'm also not going to be around that time, obviously, but I'm going to try to get Paper Mario recorded tomorrow and scheduled throughout the week in its normal slot, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we'll try to do that, and then Thursday and Friday I'll try to find time to record Harvest Moon or something. I think also towards the end of the week I'm going to try to record some edit up Hat in Time, the streams, so that I can have that going next week when the holiday of Sukkot starts, because I'm not going to be around for a significant chunk of time over the next week after that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for scheduling and stuff. So I decided I'm going to try something new for this video. So normally what I do beforehand is that I look through my Twitter timeline just to give me an idea of things to talk about from the past week, or pictures that I drew, and then I show it to you on my phone, and it takes forever to focus and it's terrible. I'm going to actually try editing this week. We're going to see how it goes. The reason why I haven't done it before is just because it's time consuming. It's a lot easier just record a video immediately, upload it, instead of having to process it and also put all the pictures that I reference in. I'm going to try it this week. We'll see how easy or hard it is for me to do. You let me know how much better it is than me just shoving my phone in your face. And yeah, so anyway, I didn't really do anything the first half of the week, but so I'm just going to essentially be going along my Twitter timeline and showing you the things I've done. And we're also going to be talking about that direct. So I'll let you know when I start talking about that in case you don't want to be spoiled on it or something. But so I did 2 videos at the beginning, 2 pictures in the middle of the week. It was the 12th, so that was 4 days ago. One was of Lucajin's Row character in Final Fantasy XIV, who has a nice hairstyle. I always like drawing the character. I tried to keep it black and white aside from the eyes and the little blush on the face. So I just tried to keep it basic black with white highlights to accentuate things. I think it looked okay. It looked nice. She liked it, so that was fun. Also, the character Smephany from Luca and John's America's Next Top Model Let's Play turned 2 on Wednesday night, or Wednesday. It was Thursday. I drew it on Wednesday because John was streaming, but it was into Thursday. So, yeah. So Smephany turned 2, so I made a little thing of her poses going like that. So it's kind of fun. Another thing that I did was on Patreon I subscribe to, or I'm a patron of Saki-mi-chan. I don't know. I have no idea where the emphasis there goes. Saki-mi-chan. I'm in the student tier, so I get tutorials and stuff, which I have not used yet. But I decided I'd actually try to start using the tutorials. So I started working on that, and so far, I obviously not at her level of drawing. Oh my gosh, she's good. But I picked up a lot of pointers on not necessarily drawing tips, but tips in using the art program well that like I was completely confounded on it. Like, what the heck? How am I supposed to? How am I supposed to like? How do you do that? Like, how do you keep everything confined within the drawing over there? Like within like the thing, or just like various tips and tricks that she uses, and it's gonna help me a lot. It's gonna help me a lot in drawing. So I look forward to like future drawings now, where I'll be able to like actually use these and like be like, yeah. It was stuff I also saw Masay use. I just had no idea what to do because drawing programs don't always have the best tutorials when you buy them. But anyway, there's another picture that I drew based on the character that John created in his stream. He was playing this like really weird game. I don't remember what it was, but it was like some ghost catching Japanese school thing. But you can create your own character and give him like attributes and like what he likes in school and stuff. So you can also like as part of the game choose like various ways to interact with people and situations, and one of them is licking them. So he named his character Lick Only Run, made him like 6'6", as heavy as possible. He like eyesight was like the worst possible, like, you know, thickest glasses, and he loved D&D, so I just made this character, this like tall hulking thing with huge glasses. It says natural 20 on his shirt. He's like, "Hi, I'm Lick Only Run." It was funny. He laughed. Let's see. Bastion came out on the Switch, so that's cool. Again, I'm just gonna like go through this and Bongo Cat. So the Bongo Cat meme is taking the world by storm, and I am so happy for it. Oh my gosh, it's like the best thing. Alright, so the Nintendo Direct started. I'm just going to like zoom up through this as I tell you. So I took notes. I took a lot of notes. So they started off with announcing that Luigi's Mansion 3 is going to be coming out on the Switch eventually, sometime. It's in development, so that's really cool. I'm glad to see that they're finally moving on to the Switch. I'm not happy that Luigi's Mansion is still going to be a 3DS game. I really think that, you know, they should have just bit the bullet there and made the Switch port, but whatever. They're making Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn for the 3DS. It's a port of Epic Yarn for the 3DS, which I guess it makes sense. I mean, they ported Xenoblade to 3DS. They could port Epic Yarn. That really should have been a Switch port also. I don't know. Like, I guess Goodfeel is just able to do this. Like, they have some sort of engine that they're working with that's just easy to do that. But like, but you can play as like Meta Knight and DDD, like Yarn Meta Knight and Yarn DDD in some places, and that's cool, and I want to play it. But it's going to look terrible. I want to see it on the Switch. They talked more about the Bowser's Inside Story port with Bowser's Inside Story and Bowser Jr.'s Journey. It's coming out January 11th, which I'm just calling Vesperia Day, because that's when Tales of Vesperia is coming out. A lot of stuff is coming out on Vesperia Day. Luigi's Mansion is going to have a 2-player mode with like 13 frames frame rate from what it looked like on the trailer. That's coming out October 12th. They talked about Yokai Watch Blasters, Dog, and Cat, so that looks pretty cool. They announced Splatoon 2 version 4, which looked like it had a lot of cool new things in it. They just gave it an anime trailer and then said, like, look for more details on the blog. They talked about Mega Man 11, which is looking really nice. They talked about Mario Tennis Aces, which is now going to have PD Piranha, Shy Guy, Birdo, and Paratroopa. As well as a whole bunch of like costume things and alternate color schemes and stuff. It looks like it's all going to be free also. Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, which is going to have a whole load of old Capcom games like Final Fight and that kind of thing, and things that we never got in the US, so that's cool. They're porting New Super Mario Bros. U to the Switch, which makes sense, but I didn't see it coming. New Super Mario Bros. U was one of the Wii U's launch titles. That, like, I got that, Nintendo Land, and Scribblenauts Ultimate, Scribblenauts Unlimited. So, like, those are the 3 games that it launched with. And that was it. I guess it maybe had Rayman at the... No, did it? I don't think it had Rayman at the time. I think that was delayed. But yeah, so you get to play with Toadette and Nabbit. And also Toadette can power up into Peachette, which I have no idea how the physics work in her turning into Peach when she gets bigger. But best not to ask. The next thing blew me away. So I was informed like last week that Namco Bandai filed a trademark for a game called Katamari Reroll. Cassie showed it to me, and yeah, I was like really happy, but I felt like if it was Reroll, like it sounds like it's gonna be a remake of the original, which I'm fine with because like the original is amazing. But I said to myself, what family of systems has Katamari only always been on? Aside from the really bad mobile stuff. Sony. It's PlayStation 2, 3, Vita, and PSP. So, I was not hopeful. But they announced it for Switch and PC. So, part of the Direct, they announced Katamari Reroll, and I was... Everyone was freaking out. Oh, man, it was great. So, yeah. I have an idea from that now. So, right now, we have a Superstar Saga remake. We have Luigi's Mansion remake coming out. We have Katamari remake coming out. Eventually, we're having Final Fantasy VII remake coming out. We had the Majora's Mask remake that I did on Sephiroth. What I'm trying to say is, I have an idea now that I'm going to be doing kind of what Misei did with Majora's Mask. I'm going to be Let's Playing the remakes of my original Let's Plays. I can do that now. I'm going to, at some point, I'm not sure when, because I have plans for next year, but at some point I'm going to be Let's Playing all of like the 3DS and Switch remakes of eventually, whenever in 2044, whenever we get Final Fantasy VII remake, I'm gonna be Let's Playing all of the remakes of my games. I wasn't like planning on doing it, but like those early Let's Plays kind of need it. But yeah. So that's gonna happen, and I'm looking forward to. I don't think I'm gonna do it in order. I don't think I'm gonna like start with Mario, and then Luigi's Mansion, then Katamari. I might just do whenever I have time, but we'll see. First thing I need to do is actually buy Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga remake. But yeah, so that's gonna happen, guys. So whether you're happy or annoyed by that, I don't know, but yeah. I'm looking forward to it because, like, at least Katamari, like, any new Katamari is good. We were talking, it's good stuff. They spent a whole load of time talking about the Nintendo Online and said a lot of nothing, but it's going to be $20 a year, which isn't bad. For a family account, which I guess means linking multiple accounts together, it's going to be $35 a year. So I might have to get that so my brother can use online, but we'll see. They have these like NES controller Joy-Cons to play with the NES games that like come with the online. So that's really cool, except for the fact that they're $60 for a set. But they're like Joy-Cons that click into the Switch to charge, but like $60. No. They talked about Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, and they explained that HMs are now secret techniques that your partner Pokemon's Pikachu or Eevee uses. So HM slaves, very much like Gen 7, HM slaves are still unnecessary, so that's nice, or different. They talked about Diablo 3, which is coming to Switch. They talked about Super Mario Party, which is coming out October 5th, so that's very soon. It looks very good, and it has all the mini games are apparently new. Game Freak game called Town, which looked like an interesting RPG. You fight monsters and things. City Skylines is getting a Switch port. Daemon X Machina, they showed a bit more of. Yoshi's Crafted World, which is that Yoshi game that they announced when the Switch came out, is coming out in the spring, and it looks adorable. I'm still not, I wish that they brought back the music from Yoshi's Island or Yoshi's Story, as opposed to like the fluty music that they've been doing for like the Yarn Yoshi games, but it's still not terrible. But it's not as good as like do 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 do. I love Yoshi's Stories thing. A tabletop games thing, which is a bunch of tabletop games like Settlers of Catan and a bunch of other stuff. Civ 6 for Switch, Starlink, which is going to have Wolf now, which is neat. The World Ends With You, which is also coming out on October 12th, along with Luigi's Mansion. They talked about the Xenoblade 2 DLC, which is out now for people who bought the expansion pass. Warframe, Just Dance 2019, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting the Wii version. If they're still making it for the Wii, I'm going to still buy it for the Wii. FIFA and basketball and whatever. Team Sonic Racing's coming out eventually for the Switch. Lego DC Villains. And then they dropped another bomb. They're bringing back, or they're bringing to the Switch, a whole load of Final Fantasy games. They're making a Crystal Chronicles remastered, which is really cool. They're making... I didn't think that was going to come to the Switch. They're making Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD, and that's coming to the Switch. I don't know why they couldn't bring the regular Final Fantasy 15, but then again, that thing took like over 100 gigabytes of stinking memory up. World of Final Fantasy Maxima, which is really cool looking. It's like an enhanced version of World of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Fables, which is Chocobo Mystery Dungeon in America, which, like, I don't think we ever actually got. But yeah, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, which is a game I wanted to play. Final Fantasy 12, 7, 9, and 10 and 10-2 HD are all going to be coming to Switch eventually as well. 12, the Zodiac Age one. So that's, like, really, really crazy. So, yeah, so Final Fantasy's coming out and all those things, and it's the first time that, like, we've had a main numbered Final Fantasy game on a Nintendo console since 6/3. I mean, we had ports on the Wii, but, like, no. 4 was 2, and then 5 never happened, and 6 was 3, and then 7 was Sony. So, worth it to note also that this is coming out on the Xbox too, which is new for them. So, yeah, it's really cool just to see some of the classics being ported, and not 8. It's like 7, 9, 10, 10, 2, 12. Poor 8. Then they talked about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Bundle, which comes with like a really cool dock that I'm not going to be getting because I have a Switch already, unfortunately. But they also talked about, back in the Pokemon thing, there's going to be a Pokemon bundle, a Pokemon Switch thing as well, I think, which just reminded me of the old days when you had like the Pikachu N64s and all those things. Those were fun. And then for the final announcement, they brought out Isabelle from Animal Crossing, and so everyone was like, is this a Smash Bros. Announcement? Or is this an Animal Crossing announcement? So she's like, yeah, you know, Mayor's not around between Pocket Camp and Smash, and I wish I was Mayor. And I'm like, yes, Isabelle stages a coup, yeah! But no, she's gonna be in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and she's not gonna be an Echo Fighter. She's her own thing, which is pretty cool. And yeah, she looks really awesome. And I made some art on put on Twitter of excited to see Isabelle in Smash Bros. Waluigi's hands just like, no. Modeled after my own hands doing that, by the way. I just took a picture, like, picture this, picture that, try to draw that in. Isabelle just like slowly approaching with a hammer and a big smile on her face and her tail wagging, and Waluigi's just like, ah. So poor Waluigi. And everyone was going crazy, and then afterwards it just shows Tom Nook sitting in his office watching the announcement. He's just like, well, everyone's having a lot of fun. well, I guess I better prepare everything for the new town. And everyone's like, what? And Animal Crossing 2019. So, as someone very succinctly put it on Twitter, Nintendo of America, or Nintendo's JPEG game is very strong. Just, Prime 4 and, what was the second one? It was another thing. But yeah, so we're going to get it next year, and that's awesome. And yes, that was it for the direct. It was pretty good. There was a lot of games, a ton of ports, but that's really cool too. Some stuff out of left field, like Katamari and Final Fantasy. I honestly didn't expect those coming to the Switch. So yeah, that was really cool. So finally, continuing in my feed here. Oh god, there's a lot of fan art from the Animal Crossing thing. I also got some prints in of some of the pictures I drew over the past month. I didn't get a print of Marina in because I drew that after I ordered everything, but it was like the girl in the chair. See, I'm gonna show it to you again because it's, but yeah, the Rivali picture, Vivian, and that Sidon emote that I made. So I just like having a physical copy of the stuff. I also got a sticker of the Marina picture that I drew. So, yeah, it's really nice. And I like getting stickers from Redbubble. You can order from Redbubble, too. But yeah, I like getting the stickers of certain things. So right now, my sticker collection consists of Ilima that I did, and Marina here. So, yeah, it looks like the skin was a bit darker than I originally drew, but that's not entirely a problem. But no, the detail is nice, and this was like the cheapest of the stickers that you get. It was like less than $1, I think, or around $1. But yeah, it's small, but it's like big enough to fit on something. I really like it. I really like the picture, and apparently a lot of people on Tumblr like it too. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's been making its rounds on Tumblr where I posted it. A lot of weirdos on Tumblr. So yeah, just a lot of fun fan art, and I've been retweeting every single Bongo Cat meme I can find because it deserves it. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm all caught up with everything. So yeah, this coming week again, Paper Mario and everything, and thank you all very much for watching, and let me know what you thought about me actually putting the pictures up in the video this time. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and again, I'm gonna repeat the thing that I've said like 2 weeks in a row now. If there's anything that I've done to you that you think requires me actually doing something to repair, please let me know. For the final time, you can send me something on Ask FM anonymously if you want, or just contact me directly through DMs or whatever. But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.